Welcome to the Kobrand segment of Wine Department Notes for September of 2015. Louis Jadot is a huge opportunity in September. The RIP changes to a top value of $270 on 15 cases. This is the same $18 per case RIP, but it's lowered from a previous top RIP of 25 cases. You can use this as an opportunity to gain more mass floor displays for more of America's best-selling Burgundy. Your Jadot sales are further supported by the following display enhancer. If an account buys a minimum of 15 cases of Jadot BMV plus at least one case of Chablis, one case of Chablis must be included to qualify for the display enhancer, and a display is booked through Raritan Merchandising. A display will be installed including a Brayville Juice Fountain Plus as display enhancer. Now there's a limit to these. They are limited to the first 25 booked. St. Francis Sonoma comes back with a new top RIP of $550 on 15 cases. This is worth more than $3.05 per bottle. If applied to Chardonnay at an invoice price of $11.33, this RIP is worth 26.9% in RIP profit dollars. And if the same wine is sold at a hot retail price of $11.99, the profit to retail is $3.71 per bottle, or more than 32% in profit to the trade if you use the RIP as part of the profit picture. St. Francis Sonoma sales are supported by the following. If an account buys a minimum of 14 cases of St. Francis, excluding Splash, Splash is not part of this, and you book a display through Raritan Merchandising, a display will be installed including a Beats Solo 2 wireless headphones as display enhancer. There's a limited number of these available. It is limited to the first 25 bookings, so be sure to get your bookings in early. St. Francis Red Splash has a new, more valuable RIP in place of $144 on 4 cases. This is worth $3 per bottle on an $8.99 invoice price, which is more than 33% in RIP profit dollars to the trade. White Splash is no longer part of the RIP and instead has a newly reduced price of $6.99 wrap-up at 1 case. St. Francis Reserves all have a RIP of $50 on 1 case, and all are available in the highly desirable 2012 vintage, which is very well scored by Robert Parker in the Wine Advocate. The 2012 Merlot scored 89 points in Wine Advocate. The 2012 Zinfandel scored 93 points in the Wine Advocate, and the 2012 Reserve Cabernet scored 94 plus points. So these are a wonderful opportunity to drive Reserve St. Francis wine into your fine wine shops and better white tablecloth restaurants. Fonseca bin number 27 is a priority in September. Fonseca bin number 27 is the single best distributed item in the entire Kobrand portfolio. This is one of the best-selling Porto wines in the world. When you build your bin number 27 business, you're building in ironclad brand equity. Bin number 27 is blended to be ready to drink immediately, unlike vintage ports, which may take decades of aging before they're ready to drink. Scored 90 points in Wine and Spirits magazine, Fonseca bin number 27 sales are supported by a display enhancer. If a customer buys a minimum of 3 cases of Fonseca bin number 27 750s and you book a display through Raritan Merchandising, a display enhancer will be installed with the display, which is a Wacom Intuos Creative small pen tablet in silver and black. And if you look in the price book, you'll see that we have 3 different SKUs of 750 bin number 27. We've got 2 different gift boxes as well as naked goods. They all assort in the RIP, although one of them is not boxed. That will assort in the RIP. September starts a new Taittinger temporary price reduction. Brut La Francaise is temporarily reduced for September, October, November, and December to $37.99 wrap-up. The top rip is $240 on 5 cases, which is worth $8 a bottle. This competes favorably with other top brut champagne and delivers more than 21% in rip profit dollars to the trade. It is important to note that Brut La Francaise is now shipped in 6-pack. The rip pays on straight cases, so an order of 5 6-packs earns the $240 rip on 5 cases. The result is Taittinger's Brut La Francaise is highly promotable for the champagne selling season. A profitable choice for your customers to maintain a floor feature with. Mozzie is a priority for September. One of Kobrand's hottest new brands, Mozzie is a lead player in the top quality Veneto producer category, one of the darling wine regions for Italian wine lovers. In September, we offer the following partial month rips, September 10 through 17 only, to help drive focus and features. Mozzie Bonacosta Valpolicella rip of 48 on 2, Mozzie Brolo di Campofiorine rip of 110 on 3, Mozzie Campofiorine Rosso IGT rip of $240 on 8, Mozzie Cerrego Aligari Valpolicella rip $200 on 4 cases. Nardi Brunello 2009 is priced in rip to take advantage of the current hot selling conditions for Brunello as a category. This wine invoices at $45.98 with a rip of $335 on 3 cases, but is limited to only available inventory. Once the 2009 vintage Brunello is sold out, we will not be able to honor any back orders. Do the math. The rip is worth more than 40% in rip profit dollars, providing significant profit motivation for your customers to buy and feature this wine. And this wine scored 91 points in Robert Parker's Wine Advocate. We have an incredible rip on select Italian wines that is important to understand. This rip assorts 10 Italian wines that wholesale between $9 and $18 a bottle. The rip is $100 on 5 cases or $20 per case. Assorted in this rip is Mozzie Bonacosta Valpolicella. This is important to understand because Mozzie Valpolicella is the volume driver in the line. The Mozzie business in New Jersey used to be dominated by O-Picci, but they do not carry Mozzie anymore. Now take note that July was the last month this rip included Bellini, Spalletti, Torre Calvano, or Santa Martina. So be careful to learn and understand and sell the rip as it is filed in the September price book. The Kobrand Italian pre-sale rips are in full swing. Check the September price book for details and sell from the pre-sale form that is already in distribution. Be sure to get your key accounts to RSVP and attend the 2015 Kobrand Italy tasting at the High Lawn Pavilion. As invitations are already distributed. This is a very successful selling event. Make sure your customers plan to attend and that you also RSVP yourself and plan to attend. This is an opportunity to meet and interact with the vintners and winemakers in person. There is also a Philadelphia stop at Davio's on the next day. Some New Jersey customers will prefer to attend the Philadelphia event. You can use the same RSVP, and when you click through and go online, you'll be able to RSVP to the Philadelphia event, as will your customers if that's what you prefer. Capisaldo 750 Chianti and Pinot Grigio are successful promotable wines from Kobrand that deliver quality and value as well as profitability to your customers in a congested category. This wine can be a set it and forget it annuity for you if you get the placement. The rip is $135 on 9 cases or $1.25 a bottle on wines that wrap up at only $6.66 on Top Deal. If sold at a floor feature price of $9.99, the profit to retail is $4.58 per bottle, or nearly 70% in profit if you include the rip as part of the profit picture. Mullen Road is a new Washington State red blend made by Dennis Cakebread. This wine scored 91 points in the Wine Advocate. Previously out of stock, we received another shipment and have the remaining inventory of 2012 vintage on open sale with a rip of $40 on one case. Beach Bag continues. We have plenty of warm and even hot days in September during which Beach Bag would be ideal to consume. Bright, fresh, tropical fruit aromas and flavors with a hint of sweetness define this wine. It has innovative resealable packaging that stays fresh for up to 1 month after opening. It chills fast in only 14 minutes versus 40 minutes for a glass container. It's perfect for backyard, beach, or pool shipping where glass is not allowed or is not a good idea. It's easy to pack, there's no risk of breakage. You can toss Beach Bag directly into an ice cooler. It also has 90% less waste and an 80% lower carbon footprint than the equivalent of 2 glass bottles. It's limited in availability. Once we're sold out of our existing stock, there'll be no back orders honored and will be sold out until the next season. The price is $11.99 wrap-up with a rip of $36 on 2 cases. That's $3 per bag or 25% in rip profit dollars to the trade before making 1 penny of markup. Now, as a reminder, Benziger is no longer a part of the Kobrand portfolio. The Benziger family recently sold the assets of the winery and vineyards to a company called the Wine Group, and effective immediately, Benziger is part of the Wine Group portfolio. R&R still sells the brand, but no longer on behalf of Kobrand. I hope that you're working close with the Kobrand area representatives, and we have exciting news to share with you. We not only have our longtime friend and partner, State Manager Paul Costilla, and the South Jersey area manager Bill Bruno, but they just added to their team Christina Renda, who is covering the North Jersey area. You'll remember Christina from Constellation, and before that, Christina first appeared at R&R as a wine field manager. This team is crackerjack. They're absolutely dedicated to your success. You can get their phone numbers from the wine department notes, which are attached to these set of videos. Thank you very much for listening to the Kobrand section of the September 2015 Wine Department Notes.